back. We are back. Day 172 of using Vinted to sell my old stuff. That got me started selling collectibles. Quite a few things to talk about today, but first of all, 22 days until I want to be at £4,000 in the Vinted pot. So it feels like it's a big push now, like 22 days to go, just over 3 weeks. I still need to keep working hard to try and do everything I can to be at that £4,000 target. It isn't going to be easy, but we can do it. Let's talk topics first. So, a message came up today on Vinted, and it's quite promising actually. It's really good. So it says, from next week, you might spot a few listings or make a sale to US members as we roll out a new international connection. Massive news, like this is like such good news for online selling, because I don't plan on like DM Collectors Lounge, the brand is being built on eBay. I still think eBay is the best platform to be selling collectibles. However, when I've finished going through my old stuff, I do plan on taking Vinted a bit more serious in terms of it's an extra revenue stream for obviously myself and my business. But that being said, with Vinted, like opening up international connections, it's really good because it's slowly pushing other platforms to be better, and you can see that it is happening since like Vinted have come in, since Whatnot have come in. I've never used Depop, but like there's a lot of online selling platforms that are pushing these big market leaders to think different. So like this notification today, I think it's like really good for the collectors industry, and yeah, I'm excited to see what that's going to do and see if we get any sales from my old stuff going overseas. And it will also be interesting. There's no mention here of like European markets opening up, but surely like opening up the US market, it's only a matter of time before they start allowing shipments up to go to Europe. Like I'm surprised they haven't done that first, because I know Vinted's like big in France. So yeah, I'm interested to see how it unfolds. But some good news to start on. Let's have a look what order we're doing this in. So next we're going to talk about the sales. Some decent sales. Like I said, we've got 3 weeks and it feels like a big push. And with like Christmas approaching, I'm really hoping like the sales start to like ramp up. I have put my bundle discounts slightly up just to see if I can get some more bundle orders coming in. I think I've not changed the 2 items or 3 items, but if people buy 5 items or more, there's a 20% saving now. So hopefully I'm doing that to entice people and get them to maybe add an extra 1 or 2 items to the basket and just trial it, see how it goes. But let's get into the sales. So we're starting with an eBay sale, which is a football pennant. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the team name. Like, it's not happening. So this sale came in thanks to the Vinted pot balance. Instead of leaving that money in the bank account, I've decided to buy more collectibles that are going in the direction that I want DM Collectors Lounge to go in. And any collectibles that get bought go onto the business side of the business, which is eBay. So nice sale there, £20.50. I've already taken the fees off for like shipping and the 10% fees, 10 to 13% fees for eBay. So, and then put it in the Vinted pot, just so we're not making out we're like making more money than we are. So yeah, decent sale there. Then we have an AJ Styles wrestling figure, £6. Bundle of 12 comics, £4.25. Wrestling figure, £4.25. Bundle of 3 items, that went for £12. A wrestling figure, £3.75. Bundle of 4 items, that went for £15. Just gonna have some water. Wrestling figure, £5. Bundle of 2 items, £5. They're worth more than that. However, I'm starting to see that because the shop's getting a lot bigger, I'm accepting like lower offers on certain things that I'm really don't want to be holding on to. So like the McDonald's toys, they were up for like, how much were they up for? Potentially like £5 each, and they bought the same set twice for a fiver. And yeah, just want get them gone, get them on, get them gone. Bundle of 4 items, £15. Wrestling figure, £5.75. Bundle of 5 figures, £7.50. Wrestling figure, £6.50. Wrestling figure, £5. We've already done that. A Batman figure, £7. And that's all the sales since speaking to you on Tuesday. So the sales are still coming in, like they're dripping in. But I know that in order to be at 4K by day 194, I can't stop now. Like the work has to continue. But I do want to share with you what I've been doing this week, because the Vinted, I've still been like doing a little bit of work on it, but a lot more work has been going over to the eBay where the business is, and basically gearing up for Christmas. And yeah, it's been hard work. Like this week has been knackering, just because, like, fair enough, if I were telling this to like a person who's working 12-hour days on a building site, they'd be like, that's not hard work. But it's hard work because it's just like so repetitive, and I'm just constantly doing the same thing, and it's like mind numbing. But it's got to be done to just basically show the quality of these collectibles on my eBay store. But basically, I've started listing them. You can see they're the drafts, but these are all going to go live on the 6th of December, and it's the full set of the 1990s WWF Hasbro figures. And one sec. It's taken ages to do this, just because each listing I'm using all the 24 photos and making sure that every box is filled out, making sure that the description's like on point. And not only that, I'll put a video there, but I'm also putting videos to show that the mechanisms are in like top quality, because this is the difference between, say, like getting £10 for a figure that's like badly damaged, like with like paint chips, excessive wear, broken mechanisms. So I really want these listings to appeal to the collectors, the people that are potentially going to get these graded or have them as display pieces, whether it's for like investment, enjoyment, or like gifts. I really want to show people that it's what differentiates it between being a figure that there might be 100 listings of that figure, but I need to show the collectors that there's a reason why this figure is listed for a higher price. And doing that, it takes a long time, but I'm really hoping, like I said, it appeals to the collector's market. And yeah, it's just been like hard work, and it's probably going to be like maybe like another, if I get them all finished by, I don't know, the aim was like the 20th of November, but 6 days, I can't see it being done, just because I'm taking my time on them. But I'm going to try and do it. But yeah, obviously that's to do with eBay, not Vinted, but that's where like all the time is going at the minute. So we'll flick over and let's show you the Vinted shop. Let me just bring it up. Since speaking to you last, I don't know what the active listings were on the shop, but it's gone up a lot. Like we're at 419 active items now, and you can see like sales are still coming in with like bundle buys, and the fact that it's still going up by quite a bit shows that work is still being done on the Vinted, and there's still so much work to be doing on the Vinted. But yeah, there's like a lot of nice listings going on, and the mindset at the minute for the Vinted is trying to push to get things on the store that could appeal to like parents, collectors, just with Christmas coming, trying to make sure we're maximising that revenue on Vinted rather than putting like the slow burner things on like clothes or I don't even know, like just stuff that I don't really think will sell that well at Christmas. We'll leave that until after Christmas. But yeah, there's loads of work to be doing. But it's a matter of like managing the time because, like I said, there's so much going on. I'm pointing over there because there's like Hasbro figures that need listing, and yeah, got to crack on with them. But decent sales. Let's have a look what we're going to finish on. So, in-post problem, bit annoying today. I managed to sort it, but you can tell the closer it's getting to Christmas, the more headaches it's going to cause with sending items out, because I went to the impulse locker this morning at like, it must have been about 6 a.m. and I've gone, if you've not heard, like watched the previous video, I've changed where I do my impulse parcels because the one I used to go to, which was like really close to where my unit is, it's smaller, so all the lockers are filled at the minute, and I've started going to another impulse locker, which is a bit further away. However, it's bigger, so there's more chance of it not being full. But this morning, 6 a.m, go to the locker, and I've gone to do the parcels, and it only had two options, which were like small lockers and medium lockers. And with like two parcels to go, it then only gave me the option to select the medium lockers. So that's suggesting to me that the lockers are really close to filling up there as well, which it's not a headache right now, but like as Christmas approaches, people are just going to be going crazy online shopping. And so for me, from a business perspective, like obviously I've got stuff to do on eBay and I've got the Vinted to send, but if these lockers are full, it means I'm going to have to travel further out, and this is the last thing I wanted to do when I started the Vinted. I don't want to be running around to like different shops sending parcels because it isn't time effective. It doesn't make sense. It's just it's going to make more sense me just like boxing all this stuff up and just getting it gone in like a bundle for somebody else to resell, because it could be the difference between me getting like stuff on the eBay store that's going to generate a lot more money. So yeah, just a little bit of something to think about there. Not the end of the world because all the parcels went in the lockers, but I can see a potential for something else for me to think about there. Like if, I don't know, maybe you do a lot of buying online or you do selling online, but like if you've got another idea for me, like something that can basically answer this like potential impulse hiccup when it happens, like let me know in the comments. But yeah, overall really decent since speaking to you last, with some good sales continuing to come in. We have a big update on Vinted with US international shipping, and yeah, just got to keep cracking on. Like the focus, like I said, is on the Hasbro figures on the eBay store, but during the week maybe I've got like, I don't know, 40 to 50 wrestling figures that I need to get on Vinted, so I might put maybe like 10 of them on in between doing each series of the Hasbros just to mix it up, because it does get mind numbing. But yeah, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it, wouldn't they? So yeah, not really too much else to talk about without just waffling about nothing. So as always, thanks for watching. If you're new, hit the subscribe, and yeah, leave a comment. Have a good weekend. See you in a bit.